Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube's history. This is The Dynamic, Sean's View Entertainment, right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with your NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way review and results. The Ascension would lose to Sin Cara and Kalisto in what was an epic opening contest. Solid tag team action, a match that I knew was going to be good, but it actually exceeded my expectations. And we have new tag team champions. A great way to set the tone for the rest of the night on NXT. A match that would give 4.5 out of 5 stars. Up next, we would see CJ Parker versus Baron Corbin. In Corbin's debut, he would make short work of CJ Parker. Corbin picks up the victory with an awesome finisher. Now, this match isn't nothing to write home about, but the match, the impressive finish that we saw, I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Baron Corbin definitely will be a force to be reckoned with in this industry. It was a here versus here match. Enzo and Moore defeated Sylvester Lafort. I wasn't really mesmerized, or I wasn't really compelled by this match. Something was off. I didn't like it. And in the end, even though Sylvester lost, we didn't see him get his hair cut off. It was actually his manager. Up next, we would see William Regal welcome Kenta, the long-awaited rival of Kenta. He would speak in his native language, and he would speak some English, and it was pretty decent. Some of the fans saying what, being disrespectful, but they are going to understand that once they see Kenta, in that ring, and they see what he can accomplish, they're not going to be chanting or boring or some kind of stupid sentiments to him, because it was an okay segment. The Ascension would come out after being, humbled, after being mad, after being distraught, after losing the tag team championships. They would come out and they thought they were going to make, an example out of Kenta, but Kenta would show that he is not to be taken lightly, and he is also going to be another one of those guys that's going to jumpstart the future, as he would actually take out the Ascension. Bull Dempsey, in a surprise, would actually defeat Mojo Rawley in quick fashion. Another quick match. Didn't see it going that way. Mojo Rawley, obviously, I don't know what happened tonight. He was off his beat, or Bull Dempsey is just one of those guys that, once again, one of those guys that you just can't take lightly. And no, I'm not trying to make fun of his weight or anything, but he is definitely a devastating force in NXT. So up to this point, the only match that really has stolen the show, and the segment that stole the show, the Kenta segment in the first match. Let's see if NXT TakeOver can pick up the momentum, so to speak. And in my view, what was the second match of the night, and what was a physical and aggressive, perhaps one of the greatest women's matches I've seen in NXT in quite a long time. Charlotte would defeat Bayley, but Bayley showed determination, guts, and the willingness to win. Now, there was a botch at the end of this match. It was still a picture-perfect moonsault by Charlotte, to her credit, but she didn't nail it all that well, but in the end, she would then hit her finisher right after that. Charlotte still the WWE NXT Women's Champion in a match I'd have to give, I think I gotta give 4.5 out of 5 stars again. I mean, it pales in comparison to the first match that we saw tonight at NXT and the tag team match. So one championship has changed hands, another championship has stayed with the champion. What's going to happen in the Fatal 4-Way? A very impressive outing. If for nothing else, these two matches are so far the reason to watch NXT over once again. Or as Jericho would say, again. And in the main event, the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT World Championship, the words to describe this: epic, extraordinary, outstanding. These 4 superstars were balls to the wall tonight. And I'll tell you what, these 4 superstars, these 4 wrestlers, as I should say, took me by surprise with the way that this match started. They adopted a strategy I didn't imagine by taking it to the outside of the ring for the beginning of this contest, but it would just start to stir up. And I'll tell you what, this match was absolutely insane. Like I said, it took a little bit to get into, but once it did, it was going full ball all the way. It was like a locomotive that you could not stop. Now, there came an instance in this match where Sami Zayn had the pinfall victory. The match was in his hands. But as the referee was going down 1, 2, what would Adrian Neville do to save his championship? No disqualification, Fatal 4-Way. He would pull the referee out of the ring, pull the official out of the ring, and then out of nowhere, Adrian Neville would get his he would hit his signature maneuver on Tyson Kidd for the 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn not able to make it in the ring in time, as he was already taken out when the referee was taken out by surprise. Sami Zayn didn't believe the tactics. He couldn't believe what Adrian Neville had done and the level he went to retain his championship. This was pretty much a 3-match show where the 3 matches that the WWE promoted heavily came through. And that's okay. Even though there was more than 3 matches, the 3 matches that were promoted, like I said, were top-notch. The reason to watch NXT was these 3 matches, where there was 1 championship that changed hands, 2 championships that are still safe, but it was a tough hill. It was an uphill challenge. So all in all, since it was a 2-hour show, I'm going to rate it out of 5 stars. I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. A great effort. Easily better than a lot of matches that we've seen on Raw and SmackDown as of late, which in this day and age ain't saying much, but for NXT, knowing that it's the future, this is the groundwork, the fundamentals, NXT definitely hit one out of the park, and I definitely say if you missed this one, you got to go watch it right now. Your comments, your opinions, your comments. Make sure to share this video all over the entire internet on Twitter, Facebook, tout. You know the drill. Later.